Hello folks, the old deplorable basket case here. So, my family, for quite some time, has been taking in rescue donkeys. Donkeys that have been abandoned or mistreated, or their owners just can't take care of them anymore. It actually started when we were took in some animals from the SPCA. See, funny story. The SPCA has for a very long time needed to rebuild their stables. But they had nowhere to put all their horses and donkeys and other animals like that. And so they just kept putting it off, saying, okay, as soon as we can find some place to put all our animals, we'll do it. And then they never found any place to put their animals until it got to the point where if they did not do it immediately, the roof would fall down on the animals. So we took in a bunch of donkeys from the SPCA and so forth, and we actually built up a fairly big herd. Eventually, we got rid of them all. We sold them. One of them we gave to a petting zoo. You know, we found good homes for them. At the end, we had two donkeys. One was Shimi, and he was the first donkey we had, and he was everyone's baby. And the other was Mara. We took her in from the SPCA, and it was really, truly, obviously an emergency. Because she should not have been given to us. She was in no condition to go anywhere. She had been locked in her stall for, it seemed like, years. Her hooves were completely overgrown. She was emaciated. Her muscles were almost atrophied. And her hooves, oh my god, her hooves. They had grown so long, she couldn't even stand on them. When she could move at all, she was actually walking on her heels. Her hooves were stuck out in front of her heels. She was trying to walk like that, except for her right rear hoof, which was even worse because her whole lower leg was completely sideways. She was walking on the right side of her ankle. Her leg was supposed to be like that. It was like that. Terrible. And for her, we couldn't find a home because who could take a donkey like that? I mean, we took care of her. Okay, I took care of her. I worked on her hooves, and I actually got her to the point that she could walk perfectly normally on her three hooves. Her fourth being her right rear one. And then, shit hit the fan. There's a close relation of mine who has an ongoing medical condition and quite recently had a very bad episode and now requires a great deal more care. And so we could no longer take care of the donkeys. But we were stuck because we couldn't take care of them, and we could not find a place for them. We could find a place for Shimi, but then we'd be just stuck with one donkey. And you cannot have one donkey because one donkey is so lonely and sad. Donkeys are herd animals. They're social animals. They need to have other donkeys around them. And they found out about a place called the Safe Haven for Donkeys in the Holy Land. And it's actually funded mostly by people from Britain. And they take in rescue donkeys who no one else can take, and they give them medical care, and they take care of them, and they try to find good homes for them. Put these donkeys out, help them find new lives. And so we said, okay, we'll bring our donkeys there, and we brought our donkeys there. We hired a guy with a trailer, and I drove up with him. We drove all the way there, and we got there, and I did not want Mara, specifically Mara, to go to people who could not care for her. I took care of her, you know, for a very long time, years. She was a donkey I took care of. Not a pet, not like that. But I did feel very strongly that she should not go to people who wouldn't care for her properly. And I got to the place, and just one look at it, just one look at the donkeys there, I felt so much better. Because even in their hospital paddock, where they put the donkeys who really need medical care, all those donkeys were obviously very happy, very well cared for. The man there took one look at Mara's hooves, and he said to me, whoever's been cutting her hooves didn't know how to do it. I did know how to do it, I just couldn't. I didn't actually say that, it felt like it. But he showed me another donkey there, who he said the donkey's hooves had been just like Mara's when he got there. And I looked at his legs, and I could see, yeah, he had been in a terrible situation. But now, but I just want to look at him. His hooves were great. He was happy. He was still having a lot of trouble walking. His muscles still were not strong. But he was very, very, very good. Very, very good place for donkeys. They have a very large herd there, and they're all obviously very well cared for. They're all happy, and the people there know all their names, which is a very good sign. So they have a website. And my family, we donated some money to them because they need money. They need all the help they can get. So I'm making this video about it. And it's such a wonderful place. And I know very well that there's a lot of things out there that are very important. There are a lot of people doing very important work, need all sorts of help. But I can't help but feel this is very important. So I'm just talking about it. So that's all I got to say. They have a website. I'll try to put a link to it below in the comment section. You can adopt a donkey if you want. If you go to their website, you can contact the people there and get a donkey to be your donkey, even if you can't actually be there for the donkey. That's all. Thank you for watching. And have a nice